You're throwing your body under something that if it fell on you is going to hurt. I'm just thinking about moving the weight and doing all the things that I know I need to do to secure a lift. My name's Gareth Evans, I'm 30 years old. I'm based here in HAWFC, Holyhead, North Wales, and I'm an Olympic weightlifter. Back in 1998, my PE teacher took us into the weightlifting gym for a competition called Britain's Strongest Schoolboy. 6 weeks later I was national age group champion for Great Britain. Kind of snowballed from there really. I've competed seriously at 2 weight categories, 62 kilos, which is what I've done the majority of my career at, and 69 kilos, which I only really competed at for a year but ended up going to the Olympic Games at 69 kilos. Been places I never ever would have been if it wasn't for weightlifting. My current partner I've met through weightlifting. I can't even begin to imagine what I'd be doing now or where I'd be if it wasn't for the sport. For the London Olympics I was training 8 or 9 times a week. So I was a full-time athlete. Now that I'm getting a little bit older, it's sort of taken a little bit more out of me. Focus a lot more around quality than quantity. 2 months out, lots of power-based stuff and strength-based stuff. So power lifts, lots of pulls, lots of squats, 5 reps, lots of sets at that. Whereas when I'm coming closer into competition, the reps drop down. I tend to go more into the classical stuff, the stuff that gets done on the platform. Honing that competition skill in then closer to the day. I know quite a lot of guys that add a lot of strength and conditioning into their session. It's something that now that I'm going up a weight category I'll have to start incorporating. If I'd have been doing it when I was at the lower bodyweight category I might have put on a bit too much mass. It would have been a lot harder for me to reduce weight and would have possibly become detrimental. When you are getting to your big weights, your big singles, you are going to miss some lifts. That's just the way it goes. Failing is important. You don't want to think that everything is a given, but obviously at the same time you want to be as consistent as possible. Once you hit a level in weightlifting, it's not like you can make massive leaps. A couple of kilos is good improvement. Everyone is going to have maybe a couple of months where they don't make any improvement, but the months afterwards, the groundwork you put in those months means that you get those kilos. So it's just about being patient, really. It's got to be one of the most physically demanding sports on the planet. Your body is just getting hammered every single session. Sore wrists, sore knees. 18 years of weightlifting taking its toll. Things do ache and tighten up, and it does take me just that long to get into training. Foam roll 15 minutes, stretching 15-20 minutes, and then doing some bar work as well on top of that before I start putting weights on. I notice it through the day if I don't get enough sleep, and then everything just has a massive knock-on effect, the training being last thing. The resting is just as important as the training really, and I think that's a mistake that a lot of people make. I was overtrained once in Leeds and it's just, I've never experienced anything like it before. I mean, not weights that should be relatively easy, weights that should be very easy, missing them, and it isn't something that just takes a few days to get over. It takes you a good week of doing nothing to get over being overtrained. There's certain things you can work around and there's certain things you can't work around. It will give you the opportunity sometimes to work on some weak areas. I've had groin injuries where I can't get into squats, but I've been able to work on my upper body, my pushing strength, my jerks. So I might have a while training things that I wouldn't have got the time to train so specifically. I met Ray in 2002, so I'd already been lifting 4 years. Ray was a captain in the army, and he'd come out of the army and moved back to Anglesey, which was his home, and was training for the Manchester Commonwealth Games. So he lifted the Manchester Commonwealth Games, and then Simon, who was my PE teacher at the time, moved away, and Ray took over the training. He's brought me through from being an okay sort of youth lifter to being a senior lifter that's gone to major internationals and competed all across the world. He knows me as an athlete well enough that he can put stuff down on paper and I just turn up to the gym and do it. And trust him totally with everything lifting wise. I've been in the sport 18 years and I'm still learning things off him like pretty much every training session. I've got a lot of really good friends in weightlifting, but I've got Sonny Webster, who just competed in Rio Olympics, Peter Kirkbride, we went to London together, Jack Oliver, Ben Watson, everyone knows each other really well. It's nice when there's a few people in the gym and there's a bit of an atmosphere because, you know, it does G you up for training and it does give you that extra couple of %. My girlfriend Hannah's a competitive Olympic weightlifter as well, and she lifts to a high standard, so she gives me the kick I need. I'm thankful to her really because she does push me, and I hope I do that for her as well. Weightlifting, the start position is essential. It's like building a house, the foundation of the lift has to be right, and that's the start position. You've got to be mentally strong, you have to be mentally strong. You have to be flexible to the movement and hit key positions. You can build strength, but you have to be powerful. There's so many aspects of the sport, you've got to be prepared to make yourself excel in every single one of them. For what you put in, you don't get much out. 6 attempts, 3 snatch, 3 clean and jerk, a minute apiece. The lifts are over in seconds. You might have put hundreds of hours into the training cycle to go to that competition, so the return isn't great, so you want to make sure you make the best of that situation, and if I enjoy it, I usually do. I lift for a club called AC Mutterstadt, which is about 20 miles south of Frankfurt. 2006, 2007, there was a coach came over from Germany called Gunnar. He now runs a team in Germany, and the Germans used to have a lot of Polish and Bulgarian lifters, and all of a sudden they all started testing positive in, we don't want these guys in our league. So there's quite a few GB lifters going over and lifting in the league, which is good. Things have changed over the years. Like I used to, obviously as a youngster, get really nervous. The more you're exposed to competition, and especially high-level competition, when you've gone and lifted at a World Championships and stuff, going then and lifting in the British Championships, it's not an anti-climax, but you approach competition differently, you're not as nervous. I was the 3rd British man in history to snatch double bodyweight back in 2015 at 62 kilos, and it'd be really nice if I could do it over 2 bodyweight categories. I went into the Olympics knowing I wasn't going to win a medal. Unless something crazy happened, I wasn't going to win a medal. Like all the WADA retests are coming out now and people are just getting bumped up left, right and centre. The place I finished isn't a true representation of where I should have finished. It was really special. I had my parents there, I had 2 of my best friends there, Ray was there. The time I spent on the platform was the most electrifying moment of my weightlifting career. And apart from my little girl being born, was the best moment of my life. My goal is I want to go to Gold Coast Commonwealth Games, I want to come home with a medal. I want to be a lifter that has done my best weights on the platform. Anything else before and after that is a bonus really, but I don't feel like I've reached my potential yet, and that's something else I'm really excited about. And if I reach my potential, you know, World Championships come in 10th, then I'm happy with that.